Hello everyone, Zidam Astrology bringing you the Water Trine reading for June 2024. I hope all has been well with you and that this reading gives you some insight as to what your actions or communications should or could be like for June 2024. And I'm using the tetractys spread as I would seek to bring you some clarity to the reading. And here we go. So this is the premise or foundation. This is light and dark, destroyer, sustainer, creator, fire, air, water, and earth. And this is the tetractys spread for you, Water Trine, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So your premise is the moon, and the moon is an external force, and there's nothing you can do about how you feel, what you think, and how you view things. You are looking at the moon and understanding that there are things in front of you, but you are not looking at things behind you. The moon can also mean that there are a lot of secrets surrounding you, that things are being kept from you, that you are not aware of the full story for some things that are around you. And that is the premise of this reading. The light is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is the light, tells you how the energies or the cosmic forces guiding you. And the King of Swords is a man of intellect or a person of intellect, because we do not gender base here. Vedic astrology is not about gender based. And the King of Swords is someone of intellect, someone of intelligence, someone of stature. Those are the forces that guiding you, that will give you, based on experience, wisdom, proper guidance, a tutor, a guru, somebody who has knowledge, who has wisdom, who will guide you in what is happening to you or for you, based on the moon being your foundation, that your mind is all over the place, and that your mind is seeking things outwardly but not looking at things that may have happened in the past, because the moon only spends 2.5 days in each zodiac sign, so that it's just hours that the moon spends in a nakshatra, in the stars that have the energies that can explore and guide you in what you need to know and what you need to find out. But there are a lot of secrets happening here in June 2024 for you, Water Trine, and it tells you that this path of life, it's in your subconscious. You know things are being hidden from you, but the King of Swords here is the light, is the guiding force from the cosmic energies that will assist you. And then we have the dark, and the dark is the Fool. And again, the Fool does not mean that you are going to do foolish things, but you have to let go of the restrictions that you have put yourself under. The Fool is very innocent and pure. The dog there is biting or trying to encourage him to step back because he's at the edge of the cliff. But he's just seeing in front of him. He's looking at the lotus or the pure flower, and he's not looking down where the edge is. So in that respect, he's a fool. But the Fool is somebody who's pure, who's innocent. And you have to let go of that innocence, because that is the darkness, that purity of intentions is probably what you have to understand, that might be a destroyer for you in June, that your innocence about not having all the knowledge and having secrets kept from you would be a dark for you, because this would be in reaction to what the King of Swords is telling you. The King of Swords is telling you, be disciplined, have some patience. Now may not be the time for you to jump over a cliff and hope that you land in the sea or on a nully hilltop that will cushion your fall. He's telling you, work with caution, be disciplined, have patience, understand that all you see is not all what it is. So this is what the King of Swords is telling the Fool. Light and dark. Then we have the Destroyer, and this Destroyer is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles speaks to new beginnings for money, new beginnings to understand that you have new opportunities, new gateways. The card, the Graha of the card here is actually three. It's Venus, Mercury, and Saturn. And Venus is all about beauty, all about the luxuries in life, the good things in life. Mercury is about the communication, and Saturn is about learning lessons. So that the Ace of Pentacles here as the Destroyer speaks to understanding where your comfort and peace and rewards of hard work will be coming from, communicating those to yourself and to others, so that your spiritual energies, which is the Destroyer, the Sustainer, and the Creator, your spiritual energies are not destroyed by you not understanding the message that is coming to you from the cosmic forces. And then we have the Sustainer, and the Sustainer is the Sun. My goodness, water Trine, you have the Moon, the Fool, the Sun. Three cosmic forces card, external cards that you cannot control, because you cannot control the external forces. What has to happen will happen. And the Sun here as the Sustainer tells you that you will have abundance, you will have prosperity, there will be fertility. And fertility can be anything in terms of maybe your spouse, maybe yourself, maybe understanding that at the end of the day you have everything that you need to sustain yourself. The innocence of the child comes back to the innocence of the Fool here. So that the King of Swords is telling you, be cautious, because you can have everything to sustain you if you are cautious. But if you're not cautious, you are going to fall off that cliff. You are going to land somewhere that you may not want to land. You are going to land somewhere where you might be destroying yourself, because the Ace of Pentacles is telling you that these new beginnings that you want to have to gain resources, it could destroy you, because this is the Destroyer card in your reading, right? But the Sun is telling you to sustain yourself, your boundaries, your loyalty, your purity, your innocence is going to bring you sustenance in the spiritual being that you're supposed to be. And the Graha of the card here is Sun itself, and it's in Leo, and Leo is king of all he surveys. So that, illuminate yourself, gain your wisdom and maturity from the King of Swords to know what will sustain you in the month of June, and how it will sustain you in the month of June. And the boundaries that you have to set for yourself to get the sustenance is coming from the light there, the King of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about what you have built, the pillars of strength that you have built, the values that you have put into place to bring about creation for you, for what it is you require in life. And the Eight of Pentacles also tells you that you have done the hard work, because Pentacles is all about money. Pentacles is all about money, and you have done the expert work. You have become master of creating things for yourself. But the moon right now is affecting you, because the moon is hiding secrets. But you have the King of Swords here in the light, and it's telling you, the hard work that you are doing, the highly skilled and excellent work that you have been doing, um, that creativity will bring you confidence, will bring you pride, will bring you productive efforts. Those productive efforts, those painstaking efforts that you have made is going to get you the resources that you require. And it will not only sustain you, it will guide you and help you to create more things, because the innocent child here is looking at that card. He's looking at the resources that you require, and the sun is going to illuminate or show you the way to gain those resources so that you can move forward. And it seems to be quite a lot about your resources here in your spiritual being, but your resources could also be that it may not only be money, it may be what your soul requires, what you need as a spiritual guidance, as a counselor. Probably you need to meditate, you need to do some yoga, you need to understand the cosmic energies that surround you, that you are not here living by rote, you are not here living just just so as we say. You are here living by divine intervention. Your birth was given to your parents through divine intervention. Your growing up years, your building, what it is you're building, your expertise, all came through your spiritual guidance. You may not have seen it, you may not have understood it, but that's exactly what it's telling you here. And then the fire, your creative will and ambition, comes again another external force, the hanged man. And the hanged man is also and always looking at things differently, getting a new perspective, keeping things in balance, so that is what you want to do, but your mind is not there yet. And understand that the secrets may take you in a pathway that you may not want to do, but it may be inevitable, because the fool, being an external card, an external force from the major arcana, tells you that it is inevitable, that you are going to take that step that may not put you in the place that you should be. But the wisdom, your spiritual being, your prayer, your asking for guidance from divine intervention, and those who you pray to may very well assist you in gaining that balance and looking at things in a new perspective for your will and ambition. For your current strategies, you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is someone who wants to take action, to go into battle, to understand what action is required at this given point in time. So that is what you're thinking about right now. You're thinking about taking action, but how are you going to take that action? How are you going to develop your strategies from this action that you want to take? How are you going to develop these strategies that may require your looking at things differently from a new perspective? But you have your back to this new perspective. You have your back to what this hanged man may want to tell you. And the graha of this card is sun, and you see the knight is directly under the sun, the sun card. And how, I mean, that message has to be very clear. You have daring, because knights are daring and bold, and they are defenders, and look at the heroes. But at the end of the day, this is action that you are taking that may lead you in a direction that does not bring balance and a new perspective to you. And it also tells you that you need to stop jumping to conclusions, because at that time you may be wrong, because you have not looked at a new perspective. You're still looking at the old ways, and the moon is messing with your mind in this month of June. The moon is really messing with your mind, because the moon is all over the place. The moon is moving quickly. After 2 days, within a week, the moon has been in 3 zodiac signs. So how do you deal with all those energies from all those nakshatras and all those aspects from the grahas, from other planets? We have a stellium right now in Taurus, and a stellium usually denotes a lot of energies fighting or trying to gain a foothold, so that you think one way today and you think another day tomorrow, or within a few hours things are changing for you. So this is what the moon is depicting for you in the month of June. And again, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands as exploring your emotions. And your emotions are telling you to take action, because Wands is all about action. It's all about moving, it's all about movement, it's all about taking a step forward. That is what Wands is about. But the Seven of Wands is telling you to explore your emotions. And your emotions here is that probably you want to fight a little bit. You have gritty determination, tenacity. You want to guard your territory, as it were. But this is what the Knight is looking at in your emotions. The Knight is looking at your emotions and trying to take actions, because the Knight wants to move forward here, to be assertive, to take advantage of your emotions at this point in time. But the Hangman here is telling the Knight, look, hold up a little bit. Whoa, take your time, hold your horses, as it were. Don't rush into taking action, because it's all emotional based. It is all based on your emotions right now. And the Graha of this card is Sun. And again, the Sun and the Knight share, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands share the Sun above them. But they also have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So your mind is on money, your mind is on resources, that you want to take action, but it is your emotions ruling you. Because the Hangman here in your will and ambition is telling you, take your time, look at a new direction. You do not know everything, because secrets are being withheld from you, which could affect your action. And how do you cope with every day? You cope with every day, again, the Eight of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles directly on top of the Eight of Cups. So that your emotions, again, it's all about money, it's all about resources, it's all about what you have built and what you want to hold on to. But your emotions, you are letting emotions guide you, and the decision has to be yours as to whether you want a new perspective, or whether you want these emotions to guide you with the Eight of Cups. Because the Eight of Cups, we have eight here, the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups card is Jupiter. Even though it is dealing with emotions, there is some wisdom in this emotional response. There is some wisdom in finding yourself. It's a voyage of personal discovery, as it were, with the Eight of Cups. So this personal discovery, it leads off with a new perspective, that will guide you in taking action to sustain your resources. But the moon is, as I say, is your foundation for this month of June 2024. So that there is a word that is used in the Caribbean, titivane. You neither here nor there, you're back and forth. You can't make a decision indecisive. And that titivane is probably what is happening to you in June 2024, because the moon here is your foundational card for June 2024. So look at it again, understand what is happening here for you, water trine. Let us see what the spiritual energies is going to give you for June of 2024. And these cards, as I say, they're so big sometimes that my little short fingers sometimes cannot manipulate and control them properly. But let's see what the spiritual energies, guiding lights are for you. And here we have covered soul. Covered soul is your guiding light from the energies, and it tells you, as fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, similarly the living being is covered by different layers of lust. And what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? And in this card, to me, it tells you that actions and emotions creating lust for resources. But if it is that your lust for resources is being covered by the moon and secrets, then you need to know how to move forward. You need to have a clear mind rather than the moon covering your mind for June, to understand your emotions and your lust for resources. And resources could not only be money, it could be something of stability. It doesn't have to be just physical, but the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles speaks to money, coin, that earthly resource that we all want, that we feel we need to have to make our lives better. So that you need to balance your perspective on what money means to you and what it brings to you based on your emotions about money. And it could be that you had some trauma or some revelation about what money means to you or what it could do for you. It might be positive, it may be negative, but that is all in your mind, in your psyche. So that you have to develop through a new perspective what is the meaning of resources for you. What is the meaning of resources that will affect your emotions and have you wanting to take that step of the fool in this instance, to step off the cliff for finding new things. That innocence might be holding you back, that you need to learn that the King of Swords wants to give you some kind of patience and discipline to understand more the resources surrounding you, the opportunities surrounding you, the new beginnings surrounding you, the action that you have to take. So, Water Trine, this is your reading for June 2024, and I wish you a good one.